Not too long ago, I had the pleasure to have a conversation with Tamara Johnson Shealy, who ran for the Senate of Georgia and who I consider to be a reparations crusader, as she is on the hot pursuit of reparations for American descendants of slavery. Now, during our most recent conversation, she enlightened me about what happened at Ebenezer Creek in Georgia. Now, this was December of 1864. Union General Sherman, the one who marched to the sea, burning down everything, had hundreds of newly freed black folks following behind his army. These were our people. They left the plantations, left slavery, and followed those Union soldiers because they believed freedom was finally here. But when they got to Ebenezer Creek, something evil happened. One of Sherman's generals, Jefferson C. Davis, made a cold, heartless decision. He had the soldiers cross the creek using a pontoon bridge, but once they were across, he ordered the bridge to be pulled up, just like that. And the black folks, women, children, elders, were left stranded on the other side. Confederate troops were on their heels, so what did our people do? They panicked. Some tried to swim across, others ran in all directions, but many of them drowned in that creek, and others were captured, unalived, or dragged back into slavery. Now, mind you, they were free. That was betrayal. Now, a few weeks later, maybe to make up for that, Sherman issued what is known as Special Field Orders Number 15. This was supposed to be justice. It set aside 400,000 acres of land from Charleston down to Florida to be given to black families. That's where we get the phrase 40 acres and a mule. It was real. Now, I should also say that during my conversation with Tamara, she said that the mules were on loan. So it's actually a borrowed mule that I guess the military was supposed to loan to those freed black people, but it wasn't theirs to keep. Our people started settling that land for a brief moment. We were building our own, farming, surviving, free. But then what happened? President Lincoln, unfortunately, was assassinated. And that sucker, Andrew Johnson, took over. And he took all the land back and handed it right back to the same white Confederates who just lost the war. So not only were we betrayed at the creek, we were betrayed again with the land. This is where and why we tell the truth. Because this country has a long history of dangling freedom in our faces, only to snatch it back the moment we reach for it. Now, don't let nobody tell you any different about these massacres that took place. Now, of course, there are many massacres because we only hear about, Black Wall Street, Allentown, Rosewood, Slocum, and a few others, right? But I can admit that I didn't know a whole lot about the Ebenezer Creek massacre there in Georgia. So I'm glad that I had that conversation with her. But this is why it's important for us to know these things, because, we know they are snatching them out of, the African American museums and the schools and things like that. And I doubt they even taught that in the schools in the first place. But we, as Black Americans, we need to hold that knowledge and teach it to our children so they'll teach it to their children. And we won't have to worry about no libraries or museums that these white folks think they want to control. That's fine. You can control it, but you can't control the history and the knowledge if we have it ourselves. So anyway, y'all let me know what you think of that. And did you know? For more insightful commentary, please subscribe to this channel and my channel, The Demetra Kaye Show, here on YouTube. Peace.